guys, it's me, Renee. Yeah, this is me being frustrated. Why? I've been trying to edit a video and it's just not going right. So I decided, okay, let's use this frustration to do nothing. So I'm going to use it by making boo or just like negative videos or videos on stuff that I don't like. First up, this one. Things in book with having to do with books that aren't in books but just kind of around books. Like for example, do you ever just sit reading a book, you're very much into it, you're loving it, turning the page, and then suddenly Marcus is dead? What? Marcus wasn't even in the last page. And then turn the page back and like, your bloody fingers turned 3 pages. No one let it for free. I hate it when it happens. So annoying. On another hand, another thing, it's not that big of an issue, but still, sometimes when I read and there's a scene where just a few people just sit there talk, and I'm reading, but it's not that interesting, so I'm not paying very much attention. And then in the next paragraph, suddenly there's a fight going on. I'm like, what happened now? And then I have to go back to the last paragraph, and then I see it. Oh, someone yelled at someone else. Okay, how do you go from a normal talk around a meal and then suddenly some yelling? Yelling and tension is usually something that happens naturally or over time. It's not something that comes out of the blue in 2 sentences. It's just I think it's a bit strange when they go fast from just la 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 to I'm gonna kill you. Normally that builds up, but suddenly sometimes it doesn't, and that's annoying. I also hate it. Hate it. Yeah, and I'm not doing what I said I was doing. It's my video. Also hate. Absolutely hate it. When in a book, it can be any book. In a book, yeah, a romance book, a romantic book, romance can be an action book, high fantasy, urban fantasy, any book. Two people are talking. They're maybe having a heart to heart, or maybe they're just talking. Maybe they're um, maybe they're in maybe they're uh, trapped together someplace. They're trapped in an elevator that's stopping, or they're trapped in a car and they have no petrol, so they have to wait for someone, or they're together in a small space or in a space, just the two of them, or the two of them, just two of them who knows each other, and they know each other for some time or a little while, but like this is maybe like halfway in the book or a few chapters into the book. It's not the first thing in the book. And then person A says to person B, you know what? I always wanted to tell you. And then explosion happens, or and then the elevator stops again, starts again, or and then the next sentence is like the narrator saying, I never figured out what he wanted to say. And then in the last chapter, or next to last chapter, they have a conversation and they figure out what he wanted to say. Never use the word never when you don't mean it. So freaking annoying. Also, another thing that annoys me to the bone so much. That's not an expression. I just made it up. Annoys me to the bone. When an author starts a series and says, this is going to be a series. I have lots of ideas for this story, and it's going to be going on for a long time. And it's not a trilogy, it's not a novel, it's a series. It's going to be more than 3 books. Book one comes out, people buy it, people love it. Next year, people buy it, people love it. The year after that, book three comes out. People love it, people buy it. And still, things are not wrapped up. So you still lots of opportunities for fourth and fifth and etc. book. And a book 4 is announced, but it just keeps on getting oh my god, words, push back. No, suddenly author says, no, you know what, I'm gonna take a break from this series. I'm gonna write another series first. I think, okay, but you know, just pushing it back. After a while, she'll get back to it. And then, after that new series is over, what happens? A standalone! Either finish a series with a satisfying ending and tell them beforehand that's how long the series is, or you don't announce new books if you don't intend to write new books. Frustrates me so goddamn much. Some people actually are kind of exempted from this because some authors have series where the series aren't finished, but they still say, I'm gonna write in the future, I'm gonna write. And you know they're not just saying, I'm gonna write in the future. Yeah, I am. But you're just kind of not meaning it, but just still saying it. You know some authors, they mean it. They're saying like, yeah, I'm gonna do it after this series, I have to finish this series, but but at the same time, I'm writing notes for the original series. Don't worry, still have you in my mind. Those offers I can give a next use because, well, it's been a while now, but I used to be a creative writer. I used to do it as a hobby, and I had all the ideas at the same time. And I usually wrote a bit on one and wrote a bit another. I didn't really write one thing all the time. I switched around a lot. So I can understand how you wanted to change the projects, but I've never ever told people that that series is gonna be finished when I have no intention of finishing it. So bloody annoying. And the last thing, is there anything else? Probably is. Let me have a look in my notes. And I haven't read anything more. Yeah. I think that's kind of my main issues, really. And then other than that, it's just kind of the usual badly written books, or I hate overhyped books. Like, it's not really their fault, but I feel like sometimes when a book is a bestseller and everyone's buying it, everyone's reading it, everyone is giving it the best reviews, and think, oh, well then this book has to be great. Then you pick it up and you don't see what the fuss is about. You kind of feel like, is this a conspiracy? Did everyone else get together in Stars Hollow and make a prank and a plan to make believe they read one book and loved it to get some sucker like me to read it and love it? Is this a conspiracy or something? What's going on here? That's annoying. Uh, but yeah, for now, that's all of my negative no videos that I'm probably gonna be making today. So you'll see this more and this. You might notice I've moved a bit. Felt like moving to another part of my shelf. And yeah, that's me just venting and ranting on my frustrations. Renee,